This is absolutely bliss, you know, to ride after 3 weeks. Or even more than that. You know, when you don't ride your bike, you know, you start developing some withdrawal symptoms. That's how it looks like, because riding bikes is an addiction. Anyways, good morning everyone, and welcome to a new day, a new vlog. I'm riding out with my friends today. We're going to be meeting up at a common point, and the plan is to do a slightly longer ride today, about 240 to 50 kilometers. We're going to a reservoir today, and the plan is to also try and see if there is an opportunity to do some trail rides. Got to just fuel up my bike a bit, get the air pressure checked. It's been a while since I've ridden this bike, and it feels so new for me right after 3 long weeks when I'm on the saddle. It looks like a new bike, but I'll get used to it in the next 5-10 minutes. You know, and they do say that you know, when you actually have a piece of chocolate, the so-called feel-good hormones like dopamine you know, kicks in, which makes you feel really high. I think the motorcycle has a similar effect, I guess. So when you kind of swing your leg across the bike and then take it out for a spin, the feel-good hormone called dopamine kicks in, or the happy hormone, and so you really feel nice. I mean, you kind of forget all your stress and pressures for the week and just enjoy the moment, and you know, it's just so much of fun. Oh my, is there an accident? Looks like. I hope the rider is safe. I can see a huge idol of Ganapati. Jai Ganesh Maharaj ki. So the Ganesh festival is a very big festival. Thank you. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you that we have got 3 riders. So we have 3 riders. So there's a 1250 GS Adventure in front of me. Let me just close up a bit. That's a trophy edition. That's a new color scheme that's come out, right? With golden rims. You know, can you see that indicator flashing? Next time when I show you, I'll show you the indicator flashing. There's a flaw with the BMW's indicators. The indicators which are glowing red right now. So there you go. Can you see that? So basically it gets camouflaged in the red light. You can't see the indicator very, very clearly. That's a flaw, I think. I don't know if it's R1300 that's just got launched on the 28th of September. They're able to fix that. And you would, there are aftermarket fixes for that issue. They cost you a bomb. A pair of that costs close to about 29,000 rupees, just to ensure that you can see the indicator very clearly. Yeah. I'll bring it up close next time. So whenever we stop somewhere, I'll show you that. It looks nice. It looks nice. So some things to talk about the R1300 that got launched, and the jury is out there yet or not, I'm not too sure. I think people will get to know about it once they take the first test ride of the bike. I don't know if the pictures are doing justice to the way that the bike looks, but they've got a couple of trims in the bike. I think there are 3 or 4 trims that they've got in the bike. And the color schemes look fab. I think I love the green one, which looks beautiful. Wait and watch the pricing for India. I don't want to jump to a conclusion very quickly and give the verdict of what I feel about it. But how's the first impression? I didn't like it much. I mean, I could say the same for this bike which I bought, the 1250 GSA, right? When I saw it for the first time about a year or 2 back, I said, what kind of a bike is this? It's an ugly looking bike. Well, then eventually this bike started growing on me like crazy, and then, you know, now that I've owned this bike, and I'm not trying to get into confirmation bias, but I truly love the looks of this bike now. It's a head turner and eye candy on the roads. Hey, actually the trophy looks nice, man. The trophy color looks nice. So where were we? Yeah, the R1300, the new avatar, 145 bhp, bumped up torque figures, the reduced weight of the bike, a lot of stuff. That's where the fun of this bike is, you know, when you kind of accelerate. I'm still riding in a road mode, which is not the most aggressive mode for this bike. Dynamic is, and that's where the fun of this bike is, right? It doesn't disappoint you. It's bulky, it's big. You might think, oh, it's not going to be that powerful, but tell me, you know, tell me. I mean, this is absolutely a rocket. And I think the best part of the rocket is that it propels you in utmost comfort and safety. So I had a friend of mine who has been hunting to buy a BMW 1250, right? And he first tried to look at the used market, but you know, normally people don't sell 1250s so easily. You know, they keep it for I would think generations, like the way that I'm going to do. So he then, you know, realized that there are some used bikes in the market, one or two, but some reason he felt they were not up to the standards, and he had a view that they were probably abused a lot for off-roading. He took the extensive test rides of the GS, which is there in the showroom, the 1250. It's a GS, not the Adventure. And he's fallen in love with the bike like I did when I test rode the bike first time. Now the dilemma that he's got is, should he buy a GS or a GSA? Now the showroom doesn't have a GS Adventure, so apparently when he went and took a look at the new GSA, which is at the display of the showroom, he kind of got intimidated looking at the size of the bike. He says the tank is, I mean, the bike looks massive. It looks like a little beast. And his wife was also there with him, and she told him, look, this GSA looks really intimidating. It looks too big. I think you should just go with the GS. She called me up and said, what do I do? I mean, I'm torn between the two. And I said, don't worry, man. A year back or so, I was into the same dilemma. Because when you're putting your hard-earned money into a very expensive affair like this, you are torn between your heart and the mind, right? And obviously, the decision what bike to suit. I said, I'm back in town now. Why don't you come home and we'll do a test ride? And he said, fine, let's do that. And he came home and we went for a spin on my bike, right? And we did a fairly decent 40 kilometers ride. But after the test ride, he was quite convinced that that the GSA is definitely a great bike to buy. And I was not trying to influence him. All that I told him, look, I was also torn in the same dilemma. But eventually I went for a GSA for the simple reason that it's a better machine. It's got better wind protection. It's got a longer suspension travel. It comes with all the bells and whistles that you would want. And if you're going to ride with your pillion, with your better half or whatever it is, whoever it is, even your pillion would enjoy the ride. So that's how beautiful this bike is. We had some good, nice breakfast out there. Late ho gaya yaar. I mean, we spent about 45 good 45 minutes in the hotel, just chatting, talking. Anyways, we are on the road now. 8:20, 27 degrees, sun is shining really bright. So we have finally reached our destination after riding about 100 odd kilometers. This is a reservoir. Looks absolutely serene and beautiful. So we're trying to find a spot where we can park our bikes, and the gentleman in the bike in front of me on the trophy edition seems to have a mini kitchen with him also. So the plan is to then cook some breakfast, while we had already one, but just to have some coffee, some breakfast. Looks very, very nice. Beautiful. Made some nice coffee. It was fun. I mean, having coffee in a restaurant is one thing. Having coffee when you make it yourself is a different thing. So this is the beauty of riding a two-wheeler. This kind of joy you won't get in a car. That was a very eventful Sunday today. Of course, the top is falling down, and you know it was not sitting back again. So we tied some bungee cords to it, as you could see, at a puncture shop. The guy had a big hammer, so we removed the dent, got the latch of the lock straightened, and then we were able to fasten it back onto the plate of the top box. And then after that, we just rode off, heading back home now. I should be reaching home in another 10 minutes. So it's been a very long time since I made a vlog. I'm hoping that I should be able to edit this and put this on the YouTube very soon. On that note, thank you very much. In case you watched my video till the end, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then please do. On that note, have a great weekend, have a blast with your family. Don't take life seriously, chill, enjoy, and until next time, bye for now.